Hi friends, David McLeod here, your life mastery coach, creator of The Magic of I Am, host of the Daily Affirmation program. Welcome to this week's video presentation. Do you ever find yourself stuck in a mental dialogue with yourself, usually about a problem or situation in your life that is causing some anxiety? Or maybe it's not so much a dialogue as perhaps a kind of analytical process where you're putting a lot of thinking energy into trying to solve a problem, but you decide that each approach won't work well enough, and so you keep analyzing over and over and over again, trying to find that perfect solution. I find it absolutely fascinating and amazing that I could fall so easily into either of these two patterns, and it usually happens so quickly and unexpectedly that I don't even notice it's happening. This is just another example of my ego mind taking over and running the show, all the while believing that it's actually helping me in some way. After some period of time, I eventually do become aware of the chatter cycle that's going on in my head. As soon as I have the awareness, I usually find myself in a whole new state of being, a state in which one part of me is engaged in the cycle, but another part is kind of standing back like an observer, witnessing the whole interaction. This observer part of me is completely unattached to the process that's going on. To me, the observer is like someone who is standing on a cliff overlooking the crashing of waves onto the beach below. He's just watching without judgment or opinion, just noticing what's happening, although he may be marveling at all the energy and power that's moving and shifting in the ocean below. He's totally at peace and has no agenda with respect to the goings-on. But what is really fascinating for me is that as I find myself connecting more with the observer, it seems that the turmoil that is associated with that dialogue, or with the paralysis that is associated with the analysis, it diminishes very quickly. As I associate more with the observer, I find myself feeling calmer and more at peace, and the chatter in my head just naturally seems to dissipate. You can easily try this out for yourself. As with every process I ever teach, it all starts with awareness. If you become aware of a pattern that's going on in your mind, then you're already connected to your own observer. And you can just marvel at your own behavior without judgment or criticism, of course. And then you can just keep watching it until it settles down on its own. Every time I do this, I find myself shifting my thinking without really forcing it. And this just naturally helps me to reconnect to my joy. Thanks for listening again, and blessings to you on your journey.